Wow, good to be back in Florida, that's for sure. Missed last week out in Vegas, but back here ready. College football, NFL, baseball, you name it. We're going to get into it today. And I'm joined here by my two co-hosts. Glad to be back here in South Florida at the one and only Podcast Junkie Studios. My man Ben Castro running the show for us. And I'm joined here. I'm Scott Matthews. I'm the host of the show, Get the Edge Sports Podcast. And I got my partners in crime right next to me. I know they missed me last week. They'll never admit it. But we're back at them this week. And I want to introduce my man right here next to me, one and only CEO of the Sports Profits, my man, Teddy Brooks.
Scotty, I'm actually very happy to have you back. I'm going to admit something here. The show's not the same without you. I did not enjoy hosting it. I was saying to myself, I wish Scotty was here, and that is why.
That's not what you said when I was here, though, Teddy.
I heard you guys.
I heard
TK ganging up on me.
After the show, I did say I was like, I wasn't really feeling the hosting. I think Ben heard me. You definitely remember me saying that. But it's glad to have all three of us back. I've been good, man. Getting ready for football to start.
Yeah, I'm jacked up about it, too. Well, let's bring in the other man that was talking bad about me, I think. He was saying didn't care if I was here, I think, last week.
I was half asleep last week,
Tommy
man.
King.
Half asleep last week. I'm fully recovered now from that trip, man. I'm glad everybody back. Just say, man, I was expecting a cupcake today, man. 1 year anniversary coming on the show,
Is
man.
today the one? Is it?
I think it's got to be the 1 year anniversary.
Oh, wow.
We started college football last year.
I think next week might be, but I think we started next week.
Yeah. That's right. 1 year.
1 year.
The three of us. Well, Teddy and I have been doing this going
Couple
on.
years.
We're on 2 years now.
We're like the Century Village crew over here, Teddy and I. We've been here. I think we're the longest ones here, right, Ben?
As of right now, you guys are the longest podcast.
Wow, that's pretty
here
cool.
At the studio.
Hey,
that's really cool. I didn't know that.
Not only do we stay long in what we do for a living, but we stay long right here at the podcast studio. So shows you guys we got our feet are cemented on the ground, and we're looking forward to a big football season, which I want to get into with you guys. Anything on your minds? I missed you guys last week. Anything you want to talk about before we get into it, or what's going on, T?
What do you guys want to talk about earlier today?
Look at that.
How was Vegas, man?
You
making any money at the tables? I heard they had to bring a Brinks truck over there to Caesars to get more money.
Yeah, I wish. So the tables were a little rough, I tell you, but the games, that was totally the opposite. They were on point, but dropped about $15K unfortunately on the dice tables out there, but made some damn good money with the baseball. We've been red hot with our big plays this whole month, so yeah, it wasn't so great on the tables, but I had a great time. I went to that conference. You guys all know about it. It's called Bet Bash. They probably had about 1,000 people there. It's getting bigger and bigger, and it's run by the Spanky.
Spanky, right? Yeah.
Spanky.
And he runs this thing, and he brings in all walks of life in the betting world. It was pretty cool. They had it at the Circa. They had different ballrooms, different podcast shows, just different people out there in the betting world. So I was,
Did you run anybody interesting out there? You meet Billy Walters again out there this time? Was he there?
I didn't see Billy Walters.
He's usually out there for that show.
Saw Krakenberg was out there.
Oh, that's a big boy.
Yeah, he was one.
Krakenberg, he's on VEASAN, right?
He's on VEASAN, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's
Wager
on
Talk?
Wager Talk.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah.
So he was out there. They were doing a podcast, him and John Orlando, who's the one of the co-owners of this studio right here, Podcast Junkie. So John and I had a couple of nights. We went out, had some nice dinners.
What about Jimmy Vaccaro? You run into him out there?
I didn't see him. Did you tell me that he retired?
I don't know if he retired. I haven't been over to South Point in a long time.
Somebody said Jimmy Vicario. I think it was my boy Tommy D mentioned it to me yesterday that I think Jimmy Vicario stepping down after all these years in the betting world. And I saw obviously the Mirage is empty, and they're getting ready to start building that guitar out there. But no, about 1,000 people. Really cool conference. Mainly it was, you know what it was, Ted? It was a lot of guys that are sharp looking for outs. That were out there, really,
looking for places to bet.
Right.
Yeah.
There was like a lot of online different book guys out there, and a lot of stuff like that. Really not really helping me in any way, shape, or form. But I did go and check it all out, and it was a cool experience, and we had a good time. Saw my boy Poochie, who was my host at Caesar's Palace.
Poochie's got to be getting up there too. Right? He's about 80,
77 years old.
He's up there. He's like that guy goes like a champ. I don't know if you ever met Poochie, man.
No.
Run. He's a madman.
What about the Asian? Not the Asian guy. The
Which one?
The junket guy we had in our show. Is he out in Vegas?
Oh, you talk Kenny Frum?
Yeah.
No, he does Vegas, but I don't see him out there. I don't go on junkets, to be honest. I'm qualified enough that I just go on my own and make my own connections out there. But I'm waiting for you guys to make a trip out there with me, hopefully soon.
I think next year I'd really like to go to that thing.
All right. Well,
sounds interesting. Scotty, I got a question for you, though.
Yeah. Fire away, Ted.
Talk to me. I see you've been crushing these, you call them 50-unit plays.
That one last night.
So how, how would you recommend a player bets that? So, like, if I'm averaging, like, let's say I play typically 500 a game, what would you recommend a $500 player do with a 50-unit play?
Oh, that's a great question. Again, it depends on the size of your bankroll overall. If 500 is like a max play, I would say I would just keep it at a max play.
Okay, so max play.
Yeah,
gotcha.
I wouldn't overextend yourself. I mean, I'm rating at 50 units because of the criteria levels, and I'm only bringing them out once every couple of weeks. That's why it's been working. If I did it 7 days a week, I don't think I'd have the win percentage like I have since I've done it over the last 4.5 months. I'm hitting over like 78%, but it's like crazy because I've only put out maybe a total of 26 of them over the last 4+ months. So I might put out a handful a month. That's what I've really been doing, but it's been working out really well. Last night we were smart enough to jump the number. We took the Atlanta Dream up to 4.5 from 2.5. Not that it mattered, but at the end it could have mattered if we left it alone. So we had a 50-unit winner on the Atlanta Dream in the WNBA. You know, the sport you don't like, I'm kicking ass in and making a lot of money, which is the WNBA.
Throw me a bone every once in a while.
Oh, it's been working out.
I see Teddy. I've been following him on his broadcast channel, too. I knew you were on a tear on your free play. You were doing great on the free play, weren't you? On your free stuff on the broadcast?
So we've been last week we had a great close to the week. We ran like 3-4 games in a row. This week we're even. We're dead even. We're 2-2 this week. We got 2 up there today. What I've been doing is I put a free play video out there, and then I put an exclusive broadcast channel play that you have to go to the broadcast channel to get. Right. And the last 2 days, the exclusive broadcast channel play has been the one to win. So that's why I tell everyone, go to that broadcast channel. And we actually swept the board last weekend on NFL preseason. We went 3-0 Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Yeah, it's crazy how it could shift on you. I mean, I was hot as a pistol on my broadcast picks, and all of a sudden now I dropped 3 straight over the last 3 days. So as hot as you could be 1 minute, then you go ice cold.
That's part of the game.
Well, listen, when you're putting stuff out like we are 7 days a week for free, and sometimes multiple games we do every day, I mean, you can't expect to hit a huge high win percentage. That's why I think Teddy and TK are going to say the same thing I am. We're not telling guys to go out and bet the ranch on these games. We're telling them to go out and have some fun. And if you're a $100 player, maybe you don't even bet $100. You bet, what, $25, $50 on those games, right?
Guys, free plays are just that, free plays. I had a guy DM me or text or something. He goes, "Oh, I'm going 1,000. No, 2,000.
Don't you love that?
I'm going 2,000 on the free play." And I messaged him before that game even went off, and I said, "No, you don't. Don't do that." I said, unless you're going 10, 20,000 a game on your regular plays, then yeah, go 2,000 on the free play, but you don't want to push hard like that on the free play.
And don't you love when they say, "Well, if this one wins tonight, then I might consider joining the VIP
I get
service."
that all the time.
That's the worst.
Then you never hear back from them.
Why are they judging a free pick that goes out to the whole world versus a very exclusive game you only put out to maybe less than 100 people?
Here's the worst.
They pay you.
Here's the worst line, okay? If your free play, and they've never seen a price. They don't know how much anything costs. If this play wins, I'll come on board. Yeah, you're going to come on board? What if it's 50,000? Like, how are you going to tell me you're going to come on board and you don't even know what the price is? One thing I've noticed with social media, and it's okay, we deal with it, but there's a lot of unserious players out there.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of people out there that they want free plays, and they don't even bet the free plays. We get people that sign up that say, "Oh, yeah, I don't have any money to bet right now. I just wanted to see what you got." For what? What are you going to see what we got for if you can't bet it? It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
I'm glad I'm back. I got him jacked up.
Oh, I'm fired.
He wasn't jacked up last week like this. What's going on?
I was under stress, Being the host when I'm not usually the host, right? It's stressful.
You should have smoked before the show last week.
I should have.
TK wouldn't have minded. He would have minded if you had some cocktails or anything on the set to loosen you up.
Did I start bringing some Bloody Marys in here?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, you remember what happened the last time I drank before a show.
Those are a couple of screwdrivers for Teddy.
I thought Teddy was going to knock me out on set that day.
We got to do another one of those this year in a little
We
road
should
trip.
see. We should see if we can do it again.
Trip.
Yeah,
Guys, I want to get into it. I mean, we got college football. I'm so jacked up. I'm excited about it. It's going to be a great year. I'm looking at some unbelievable matchups in the first couple of weeks. We're not going to talk about the matchups in week 2, but we got some games going on this week. I just wanted to get your take. I mean, if you guys have looked at it, the top 20 teams in the nation, did you see the domination of Big Ten and SEC? I think 17 out of the 20 top 10 early, poll, obviously, the first week poll before they play, 17 to 20 of them out of the 20 are Big Ten and SEC schools. What's your thoughts on the domination of those two conferences?
Well, you got number one.
No, I'm just saying that. I was saying money, man. That's where we're talking. It's NIL. It's talking.
I mean, they deserve it. Look at the teams. I mean, if you look at it.
All these leagues, college basketball, college football, with NIL, it's going to become a lot more top-heavy. But here's one thing I noticed, Scott. This is going to be interesting. TK, you guys probably know this. 10 out of the last 11 years, the SEC has been won by either Georgia or Bama.
Yep. Besides
1 year when LSU had Joe Burrow, had that Heisman year, and LSU won the national championship. This year, I think, could be different. There's number one, Texas is favored to win it, so that's going to be a part of it, Scotty.
And they're a powerhouse.
That's going to be part of it. A lot of the good schools from the Pac-12 and Big 12 went to the SEC and Big Ten, so they're raised up. But one thing I'm going to look out for this year are one of these lower tier teams in the SEC having potential to win it all.
Can you put a picture up of the top 20 teams if I showed you where it was on the screen, or no?
Yeah. What do I have to go? Where do I go to?
You can screenshot that and send it to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got him. Hold on. Yeah, you guys keep talking. I'll do it.
So what I'm looking at here is, like I said,
send in the group. There it is.
You got a lot of these teams that changed.
We could discuss it.
Yeah, a lot of these teams that changed conferences, Scotty.
Yeah.
While he's pulling that up, you want to talk about the games this weekend? I know you don't like jumping around, but give him a second.
I mean, if you want to, sure.
I have a move I love this weekend.
Okay. Go ahead.
This Iowa State-Kansas State game.
Oh, I'm on that one too. Let's see what you like.
Let's see. I am all over Kansas State in this one. I looked deep into this game, and I looked into
He's already smiling over here.
I looked into offensive and defensive rankings. So Kansas State offense ranks 14th.
You got
it? Iowa State's defense 49th. Other way around, it's pretty even, but I really think there's a big mismatch here between Kansas State's offense and Iowa State's defense. I like Kansas State. Now, I'm seeing it move between 3.5. I want to make sure it's at 3, and I'm all over Kansas State -3 in this game.
I'm right with you, Teddy.
Nice.
I like this game. I actually bet it already the other day. I got a -1. It was -2.5. I bought a 1.5. I could have had the money line.
It's moving now, right?
Could have played him on the money line, but for an extra 15 cents.
Just
or
wanted
whatever.
the audience.
It was only -1. So, but I'm with you, man. I'm on Kansas State. If you watch something with Iowa State, you found little trends in August. Iowa State 0-5 against the spread in August as well.
Wow.
But they like you said, they stepped up their offense. They stepped up their defense. I'm with you on this one. Kansas State. Nice winner over Iowa State, first game in Dublin.
Me and TK on the same.
Why don't we meet on Saturday and have a nice little Guinness? Watch this one over.
There you go. What time?
Dublin.
What time's the game?
Starts at noon Eastern time.
What's the spread?
Right now it's solid 3 everywhere.
Really? I think this game is real tight. I think it's a very even matchup. Both of these teams kind of, to me, are almost the same caliber. Iowa State came off a good season last year. Same with Kansas State. They both have, a good amount of returning starters on offense and defense. I think the line's favorable. I'm going against you guys, man. I really am.
First game of the year, he's going against
First
us.
game of the year.
Yeah,
I love it.
I like the dog. I really do. I like this Iowa State team. I like their program. I like the Cyclones. I think they came off a great win to end the season. They got a lot of players back. I think this team is very competitive. Kansas State's a good program, don't get me wrong. I think there's just an edge here. I don't think anyone should be – I think this game should have been a pick-'em. If I get 3, I'm going to buy this line up over the 3 to 4. I'm going to take Iowa State in this game plus the 4. I think they come out strong. I think they get the job done. I wouldn't be surprised they win the game outright. I really do. I think they got a high-flying offense. Both these teams can score. Did you look at the total on that game? I don't know what it is, but
it's a low total for college, 49.5.
Yeah, because these teams can put it up.
Yeah, I think it's going to go over, too. It's not that my big play on it's Kansas State, but I think Kansas State puts up a lot of points. Like I said, the reason I'm picking Kansas State, I don't think Iowa State's defense can handle Kansas State's offense. I think the other way around is going to be close, but I think Kansas State's offense a little bit too good. Avery Johnson at quarterback.
It's not a bad matchup for the first weekend. I mean, there's not
21 against a 20, pretty evenly matched thing.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I think the game should be a pick 'em. either way based on what I looked at. And I think if I can get 3, and I think they're the better of the two teams. Not that I have any proof at this point. Obviously, both teams 0-0. It's the first game of the season. But I think some carryover and the way Iowa State's been playing the last couple of years, I like them. I think they're a little bit better, slightly better than Kansas State is. So that's why I'm taking them as a dog. Can you put that up on the top 20 or no?
Yes, so I got the 1 through 10, and then I got 10, 11
That's
through
all
20.
right. Just want to just kind of.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do, so I think this will look good for the audience, so that they can see.
I just want to talk to these guys about who they feel has the best possible chance of staying. Do you guys think that Texas is going to go undefeated this year, or do you
I don't know if it's all gone. They might lose the first game. Who knows? I haven't really looked at that early week 1, but if that quarterback stays healthy, they're going to be of course, one of the top teams out. I think he's a Heisman favorite, is he not, Manning?
Yeah, minus 600. He is the.
Could you zoom that in a little bit, Ben, or no?
Yeah, of course.
Now,
Yes.
Look where we're at here. Number 1 team in the nation, SEC. Number 2 team is Big Ten. Number 3 is Big Ten. Number 4, SEC. Number 5, SEC. Independent, obviously, with Notre Dame. I think Oregon is.
Clemson moved to the SEC?
Clemson's always been in the SEC. Or the ACC.
No, they're ACC.
Right. Sorry about that.
Notre Dame independent. Oregon, that's a team I was talking about. Oregon, they're in the Big Ten now, right? Or are they in the Big 12?
I was trying to get it. I had them on my screen. And,
Which team you're talking about?
Oregon.
Oregon. I'm going to get that right this year. No one's going to get me on that one this year.
Oregon.
You know,
They're in the Big Ten.
Oregon's a Big Ten.
A lot of these teams have moved conferences. So, yeah, Oregon used to be in the Pac-12. They moved to the Big Ten.
Yep. You got Alabama,
Bama,
SEC.
LSU.
You got LSU, SEC. Miami, obviously, is ACC.
I think LSU has a lot to prove this year. I'm looking. Chip Kelly he's got to make a splash this year. Chip Kelly, they got him over there, kind of shaky last year.
You see anybody running the table this year in college football? I think there's going to be 2 undefeated. I think 2 of these teams could stay undefeated all year.
I think it's really tough, Scotty. I think for an SEC team to stay undefeated, I think that's really tough. Just because there's so much competition, I do not think an SEC team will go undefeated.
I think there's going to be 2 teams this year in college football. I'm just curious. We have guys on the show right now on the live.
Yeah, we got a couple people in here.
I wanted to ask them if they thought that any team this year in college football would go undefeated and who they thought it would be. Just the curiosity of what they.
You want to know who I think?
Yeah.
If Miami can beat Notre Dame, Miami could run the board as well. They got an easy schedule after that. I mean, they got Cookman, South Florida, Florida State, Louisville, Stanford, SMU, Syracuse, NC State, VTech, Pitt.
Wow.
Miami gets by Notre Dame. Watch out, man.
That's a tough. I agree. And they got Carson Beck at the helm now.
$6 million man.
Yeah.
Cooper says, yes, I do.
Oh, there's Cooper. There you go. Cooper should be on the blackjack tables or Pike out. Where does he play? A 3-man. I forgot his game on the tables.
I don't know.
He likes to play Pike out poker, I think it is. There you go, Pike out. He's a good man, Cooper. Yeah, I was just curious what you guys thought. I
got another one that said I think Penn State might go undefeated.
Penn State got good running backs.
Problem with James Franklin, he seems to, for some reason, they always find the way to blow that big game when they need it. They get to, they go so far, but they can't get to, to the winner's circle. But they always have a good program, no doubt about it. Nittany Lions are, obviously one of the top teams. That's why they're ranked number 2 in the nation. But I think if anybody's got a shot to run the table this year, guys, I'm going to be right up with you. I think Texas is the team that has a shot to run it. I think this is their year. They've been so close knocking on the door, and I just think they're an absolute powerhouse this year. And I think with Arch Manning running the show and all the weapons they have, and that head coach Steve Sarkisian, he's dynamite. He's experienced enough to really get that team focused each and every week. I think Texas is going to be the best. I think they're going to be the number 1 team in the nation.
Cooper says Texas 6-4.
Ooh.
Wow.
And then he said FAU is going to go undefeated. Zach Smacks.
FAU.
Yeah.
Oh, Zach Smacks is in here?
Yeah, Zach Smacks says.
What's up, Zach?
Yep, there you go. He's probably at Coconut Creek Casino right now. Ask him. Are you following us live at the Coconut Creek Casino?
Let's see what he says. We just asked him. He's about to respond in the comments.
What do you think about North Carolina this year with the coach and what?
That's going to be fun to watch. I mean,
Are they going to do anything?
you know, I don't know about doing anything this year, but I think he could build a program there. I think I think players know that if they play for him, they're going to get looked at favorably by the NFL. What NFL team, what NFL GM, what NFL coach wouldn't want a Bill Belichick coached college kid coming to their team? What NFL program wouldn't want to draft that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, best head coach in the history of the NFL.
He instills that Patriot. They call it the Patriot way, right?
Yep.
He instills that in those players. Going to be.
It's just the relating to him. He's a guy in his 70s going against kids in their 20s.
Look at his girlfriend though.
Yeah,
He's got a girlfriend that they all wish they could have. I think that's probably why he's dating. He probably knew he was going to become a college coach. He said, "Let me find myself a 20-some-year-old, so all these players respect me a little bit more."
He probably goes to college while he coaches.
Exactly.
Probably.
whatever edge it takes, I guess, right, to get you a winning program and some good players coming your way. Not a bad idea. Yeah, I think Belichick will have a decent season. I think they got a shot to win about 8 games.
Yeah.
You going to head up to a Bama game again this year?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he was up there last year. He was right on the field last year.
I'm going to week 1.
Week 1?
FSU and Bama.
Yeah, Alabama.
Is that in Tallahassee or up there? Well, I guess.
Tallahassee.
How far is it from Tallahassee to
6
Tuscaloosa?
hours.
No, from Tallahassee to Tuscaloosa.
6 hours.
Oh, really?
By car.
So Tuscaloosa's in North Alabama then.
I don't know, north, south, but yeah, it's from down here, South Florida. It's about 12 hours. From Tuscaloosa,
Tallahassee,
Tallahassee,
6. Okay.
about 6
I
hours.
thought it was closer than that, but
It's
good
about
to
a
know.
9-hour ride from here to Tallahassee. It's a long ride.
What do you guys think about that first game? You got Alabama's playing against FSU.
I think FSU is going to suck this year.
Yes, me
I think
too.
they're going to be really bad. I have no hopes for them at all.
That's a big spread on that game. I just think it's 13.5.
So just for shits and giggles, you guys, who do you think's going to win if you had to look at it, who do you think's going to win the national championship? Early indication. If you had to make a pick, who's going to win it all in college
If
football?
I had to give out 2 picks now, Ohio State, the Buckeyes. What's the line on the Buckeyes right now to win it all? Let's check it out. I take Ohio State. Ohio State right now is 5-1.
Yeah.
5-1, and I go with the Hurricanes, man. I think the Hurricanes could have a great team here this year.
I'd say be careful of Texas and
45-1.
Texas and Clemson, I think, have big chances.
I like Texas and Clemson also, and then you can't sleep on Georgia. You cannot sleep on Kirby Smart. You could say now that Saban's retired, he's the best in the business right now. And I think a lot of people are sleeping on them. You know, the only issue is they have a redshirt freshman quarterback starting, so we got to see how that unfolds.
It looks like the Nittany Lions are the favorite right now, 5-1.
They are.
Favorites.
Don't sleep on Notre Dame too. The Fighting Irish coming off a big year last year, and they always seem to put a good program, solid program together, and they don't play the competition level sometimes as the other teams, obviously in the SEC and Big Ten do, but they got a very strong program and they got a great head coach, and they could make some noise obviously as well. But, all right, so just to recap, week 1, this Saturday.
Week 0.
Well, whatever you want to call it, week 0. The boys over here, TK and Teddy, jumping on Kansas State. I like the opposite side. I like Iowa State. I'm buying it up to 4. I think they have a shot to win that game outright. But I take the 4 and run to the bank with it.
I'm actually going to play both Kansas teams. I think Kansas is going to blow Fresno State right out of the stadium. They're laying 13 right now. That should be a 20-plus victory here. Kansas, Fresno State, the late game, 6:30 in the evening.
Yeah, I didn't like any of the other games, I tell you, to be honest. None of those matchups really hit my tailbone at all. What about you, Ted?
Nah, didn't even really look at them. I wanted to look at the big matchup. I know that's what people want to bet on. It's I think it's it's going to be the first college football game overseas.
They play every year over in Dublin.
Do they really?
Every year.
Yeah, Notre Dame was, right?
Yeah, they usually played over there. We got Stanford Hawaii. I can't even talk, but Stanford Hawaii game. Stanford opened up as a 2-point favorite. Hawaii sitting minus 2.5.
Is it in Hawaii?
Now. It's in Hawaii.
It's tough to go over to Hawaii and play. It's tough. Hawaii's pretty darn solid at home. Last year wasn't their best year, but usually Hawaii puts up numbers at home.
We'll keep you guys updated, obviously, each and every week with college football as it gets big, as more games start coming out. And then the NFL regular season. Obviously, we're going to have more selections coming up in the very near.
Yeah, our show next week's probably just going to be filled with college football predictions. Probably all going to bring in multiple predictions to the table. So make sure you guys come back next week for that.
Yeah, you got some real nice matchups. All right. Anyways, that's it for college football. I want to talk a little baseball right now because the teams that were burning money are printing money right now, which are the New York Bronx Bombers and the New York Mets are both on little runs right now and scoring a lot of runs. How about the Yankees last night, TK? 9 home runs.
Did you watch that game? Rain delay come out back-to-back home runs. I watched the game last night. It was crazy.
They did it twice. They did it twice.
It was an awesome game last night. I had the Yankees last night, so I'm a little happy with that last night.
What's your thoughts on the way the Yankees are starting to turn it around a little bit of recent? I mean, who's to say it's going to continue? But I'm curious who you guys think have a better shot of winning more games between now and the last 35 games or less, Yankees or Mets at this point? What's your thinking there?
I'd probably go Yankees on that one. Yankees. Mets are playing good ball as well, but I jump on the Yankees. I think Yankees get more healthy. Yep. Judge is getting healthy again. So they'll probably put out more games.
They're both putting up a lot of runs of late too. If you guys have been following everything they weren't doing, now they're doing. So, like I said, that's how you got to be careful and watch these certain teams when they're playing bad. You don't chase after them. Kind of let them simmer down a little bit. Start seeing a little movement in the right direction. That's how you can catch some good pricing. And I think the Yankees have won 4 in a row. Or the Mets, I think the one's won 3 in a row, one's won 4 in a row. But they're starting to score runs. Some key players are starting to perform. And the Yankee bats, Jesus, 9 home runs in one game yesterday. What's your thoughts on the
100% the Yankees, 100% every year. If you remember, this is when they started their run last year, right around this time to get to the World Series. Mm-hmm. The Yankees, they're a team, and Scotty, when I say this, your voice comes to my head. There's teams that find ways to win at the right times. The Yankees are a team, it's almost like they know. It's almost like they look at each other and say, all right, guys.
The red light goes on?
Yeah, it's like they say, all right, guys, it's time to start winning, and they just snap into shape, and they start winning games. It seems to happen every year the last few years. I have a crazy stat for you guys here. There have been, this year, the Yankees have had 2 games with 9 or more home runs.
It's only been done 4 times, I think. They got 12.
It's only been done
since
2 other times in the history of baseball, and the Yankees did it twice in one season.
Same season. Yeah.
Pretty crazy stat. As crazy as it gets.
And it's funny, who they did it the first time against? The Brew Crew. But it was early in the season when the Brew Crew
first game of the season, I think.
Yeah.
They finally lost last night, huh?
No, the Brew Crews lost. They lost
2 in a row to the Cubbies.
Finally night 2 nights ago, yeah.
I was telling T, the Brew Crew was on a 30-5 run before they went play the Cubs. So I think they're like 31-7 or 8 in their last 38 or 39 games. Playing phenomenal baseball right now, but let's see if they can keep it up, because when you go on these big runs, let's face it, it's hard to maintain them for a long, long period of time. They've done it almost for 40 games where they're playing over 70% baseball. And it's going to catch up because, as we talked about 1,000 times, all of us, you win 100 games in baseball out of 162, you had a phenomenal season. And you're probably the favorite to win the World Series at that point. So let's see what happens with the Brewers. Did they peak too early? Can the Cubs, Cubs obviously can beat them. They just showed they can. The Brewers had been beating them prior to that. So I think the NL is up for grabs this year. The AL kind of similar too. I mean, Detroit's starting to play much better baseball. I think they're winning big today in the early game, right? They were up 6-0 in the first inning against Houston.
Detroit?
They crushed Valdez. They were up
7-2, bottom of the 6th.
Yeah. All of a sudden, Detroit's turning around. They went through that slide. I told you I got to stay off them for a bit after they started out a house of fire through the first 80-plus games. Then they went through a 1-12 run, and then they were choppy. But now they're playing much better baseball. I think if they win today, it's like 8 out of the last 10 or 9 out of the last 10 they won. So they're starting to heat up again at the right time. I said Detroit is going to be the clubhouse leader out of the AL. I think they're going to win the most games this season in the AL, and I guess I'm going to have to stick still with the Brew Crew unless the wheels start falling off the bus. Who do you think the Brew Crew is going to have the most wins in the AL?
I hope so. I hope, though. That's my team, the Brewers. I love watching them out there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I love the Brew Crew. I think they're a strong team right now.
Yep.
I don't know, man. Sometimes these big name teams start to make these runs. We got to see what the Dodgers are going to do. We got to see what the Phillies are going to do. The Phillies are quietly, over that. It's really all the teams right now that are like looking for who's over that 70 win mark. So you got like the Dodgers. You obviously got the Brewers.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That's the mark.
Phillies are winning right now. They're looking to take out Seattle again. I think they're up 3-1 right now. Phillies won 3 in a row.
That's what I was talking about with Tia when we went live. I was saying there's a lot of teams just hovering around 15 games over 500, but there's no one really busting it out. The only team that's really busting it out is the Brewers. Other than that, 20, 21 games over 500. Nobody's in a position to win 100 games at all this year. Maybe the Brew Crew, and I don't know if they'll even get there.
It's going to be tough for them to hold on to that.
All right.
What was the number for the White Sox? 53?
53.5.
They're only 9 games away. They can do it.
Yeah. And the Dodgers was 103.5. They're not going to do it.
Not even close. They need to win 30 games. I don't even know if there's 30 games left.
Yeah. You guys looking at anything? Might as well get into some baseball. There's a bunch of games going on right now. 3 currently going on live right now as we're speaking. But we got some games tonight. Anything hit the radar for you?
I'm playing the Brewers here tonight, man. I'm jumping on them here tonight. I love the pitcher that's on the mound today. I don't want to mess up his name, so I'm not going to say it. The Brewers right now are minus 115. I know they lost 2 in a row to the Cubbies. Cubbies starting to get up there 5 of the last 5. But Brewers, man, that streaked around 15-3 their last 18, 15-4 their last 19 on the road. They got the flamethrower on the mound here tonight. So I'm going to jump on them. I'm taking the Brewers side. It's my free play on my VIP this evening. Brewers minus the 115.
Okay. Anything else?
That's what I'm playing here tonight.
What about you, Ted?
Oh, I'm looking for the Dodgers here to have a batting practice session against the Rockies there. They got Gordon on the mound for the Rockies.
320?
No. I'm going team total.
Okay.
Over 6.5 runs in this game. I'm not betting minus 320, Scotty. You know me better than that. But, yeah, I'm going team total, over 6.5 runs. Gordon's given up 27 runs in his last 4 games. The Colorado has the third worst ranked bullpen in MLB, and they're in Colorado where the ball flies. I love that team total over.
But you know what? Colorado, since the All-Star break's playing pretty good baseball.
Oh, they are.
Over 500 baseball.
They are.
I think I saw a number that they were like 16, and maybe they're 16 and 15 because they lost last
year. Yeah,
they actually had a better record than the Dodgers had since the All-Star break.
Really? Yeah, they could win the game, but I just think the Dodgers can put up a ton of runs. They put up a ton of runs last night, and I think they're going to do it again.
One game that hit my radar tonight, I like the Athletics again against Minnesota. This Minnesota team, I'm telling you, man, they make you scratch your head, and they're just not a consistent team. And I like the Athletics in this spot tonight. I think even money. Minnesota's like a minus 120 favorite, so you come back plus even money the other side. I like the Athletics. They play pretty damn good on the road. They're 31-33, which is not bad for a team that's 13 games under. So they're playing better on the road than they play at home. They're 6-4 in their last 10. They're playing against Minnesota's. It's very inconsistent. They beat them up last night. They got a lot of key hits. I think that momentum can carry over on a game like this tonight, and I think the number on that game is very soft in this particular matchup. So I'm going to jump, and I see Minnesota's wheels falling off their bus real quickly at this point in time. They're starting to give it up. Maybe this is the end for them. I don't know. Maybe they're just not playing with that enthusiasm that they need to. And I think the Athletics will keep playing at a high level, trying to win games. So I like the Athletics in this spot at plus even money. I think that's a big play tonight that you guys could take advantage of.
You're watching those games. Anybody watching the Little League World Series?
No.
You watching it? You got Aruba going against Japan.
I saw a kid strike out 14 batters or something the other day.
Venezuela was playing. I think they went undefeated so far. But you got Aruba against Japan here this afternoon. Aruba's a pick 'em. And where do they make up these lines on Little League World Series?
I don't know.
They got them.
We're not selling. We're not.
I know. But I'm saying, I'm looking. I like watching the kids play, man. A lot of these guys in the Little League, they end up going to the pros eventually. If you watch some of these guys, that game on Sunday night was pretty fun to watch too. That Little League game, the pros of Seattle against the Mets. That was pretty
what's
interesting.
going on with our Miami Marlins? I was talking about them 2 weeks ago that they were heating up like a house of fire, and all of a sudden now they fell totally apart again. I guess they're doing what they do best. The Marlins.
I called it last week.
They
me
were
and
hot
TK.
as a pistol for a while.
They were, but you knew that wasn't going to last, so I called it TK.
Let me look at their numbers.
They got Alcantara on. He's favored tonight.
They're 2-8. They're 2-8 in their last 10. They lost their last 2 to St. Louis. I I think St. Louis got a shot in this game again tonight. I mean, Jesus.
Dog.
The pitcher for the Marlins, he's just been terrible, and he's been hittable. And I think they blew him out the last time they played in St. Louis last week. Same kind of pitcher matchup. I think this is a live dog again. St. Louis won the first 2 games. I don't think you give any consideration to the Marlins when it comes to a sweep, stopping a sweep at home. The way they're playing right now, they kind of lost momentum. They had a tremendous amount of momentum for quite a while. They were like one of the best records in baseball for like a 30-day run, but now it seems like they're just doing the opposite. I like the Cardinals in this game tonight, plus 110 on the money line. I think it's a live dog. I think they could sweep them, especially in this spot. What do you think?
I'm not playing the game, but I wouldn't play a Miami Marlins team. They're 2-8 their last 10 games. St. Louis is playing.
No opinion.
No, beating it up as well. They're 4 out of their last 6. I don't know what happened to St. Louis this year. I thought they'd be decent.
You know, my thing is, Scotty, Sandy has been so bad lately.
Yeah. And he got blown out by them last week.
Yeah, the one thing that worries me is it does look like a lot of the people in the public do agree with you. But, guys, the public does well in August. The public is plus 3 or 4% in August.
I don't even think it's about the public in a game like this, to be honest. I just think it's about the timing and positioning of these teams going at it. What are we talking about? We're 100, almost 30 games in.
We got like 5 weeks left. I mean, out of the country, the Miami Marlins
some of these teams start wearing out. You know what I mean? They start losing that enthusiasm to play or whatever the case because they start realizing, they don't have a shot.
Not much they can do.
Yeah, so I mean, but some teams are still battling until the end, and that's why you got to kind of find these teams that battle and you see they play hard, and you could catch some pricing like the Athletics tonight. I think they're still playing hard. Minnesota to me is, I don't know, they've just been a wishy-washy up and down team, and I think the price on this game points me in the direction that the Athletics got a big chance to win this game tonight. I actually had them last night plus 1.5 runs, and they won the game 6-3 outright. So I think they're going to do it tonight. I don't even need the plus 1.5. I think they win the game. And as far as the Marlins go, yeah, I like the matchup. I think St. Louis can beat them again. Is there a 4th game in this series, or is it a 3-game series?
Thinking about Alcantara, when he starts, the Marlins are 3-7 in their last 10.
The Marlins,
no, this is like last game of the series. They play Marlins switch series on Friday.
Yeah, no, today's Wednesday.
But they don't play them tomorrow. Then
Right.
let me look.
Yeah,
I don't see the Marlins playing.
That's the only reason why the Marlins are a 125 favorite, guys, because the home sweep factor comes in and they jack that game up, especially when a team loses the first 2. Then they make the price a little more favorable for them in an even type of matchup. I mean, both these teams, like I said, they haven't been the best, but I see the Marlins kind of softening up of late, and they're finding ways to lose games where they were finding ways to win games over 30 days ago. They were doing really well and finding ways to come up with big wins. Now they're doing the opposite. So I think St. Louis can take advantage of it, and I like the value of this game at plus roughly 110.
It's surprising that you're betting on this game, Scotty. I know you usually like to just avoid teams like this altogether, but you must see the value there. So
I just don't like the way the Marlins are playing right now. I rode them for a while about 30 days ago, and I made some money with them, picking spots here and there. Obviously, I lost some games with them as well. But
now you make some money betting against them.
So now I see the softening, and I think the momentum is more carrying over. St. Louis beat them, I think, 2 out of 3 the last time they played in St. Louis. They beat them the first 2 here. That's 4 out of 5. I like St. Louis. I think they're finding ways to win games, where the Marlins right now are doing totally the opposite. So I'll jump on the hotter of the 2 teams, which I think is St. Louis.
I like it. I can't argue with that. Yeah, I'm sticking with that team total for myself. I was looking at the Padres, but they just stink. But I did give them away in my channel. So what's up, brother?
I got a couple questions. I kind of want to go through them real quick if you guys
Let's
are
do
okay. First off, shout out OPP.
He's in here every week. He's in here every week. We love you, OPP.
He's the man. He goes, I'm 5-0 when I put picks in here. Question: what do you guys like, Brewers or Cubs?
Well, you heard me. I'm on the Brew Crew tonight, minus the 115. That's me. I'm on the Brewers.
That game didn't hit my radar whatsoever. I'm going to stay off it. Brew Crew lost 2 in a row. They've been playing at an unbelievable level. Like I said, they were 30-5 on their last 35. Now they lost a couple of straight games. I think after you go on big runs like that and you start dropping games, reality kind of comes back a little bit. Now you start dropping back to 50-50 baseball. So I'm going to stay off it because I don't know if the Brew Crew right now is at that level where they were just recently. And the Cubs are finding ways to beat them, obviously, at Wrigley. So that's a game, the number just doesn't jive with me at all. And I think that game's an even game. Anyone's got a shot, so I'm going to stay off that game tonight, definitely. I want to see what happens with the Brew Crew over the next week or so, see if they start dropping games or playing, under 500 baseball and then starting to peak again later on in the final 20 games or so.
That's a tough call. I agree with you, Scotty. TK's on the Brew Crew. I know what you're thinking, TK. They lost 2 in a row to the Cubs. They're going to come back now. They're not going to let the Cubs take them out three nights in a row.
I like the pitcher on the mound. He throws pretty solid.
He does, and the Cubs pitcher's good too.
On that one.
You know what I like in that game? If I had to bet that game, I'd bet under 7 runs in that game. You got to pay a little juice, minus 125, minus 130 on that, but I like under 7 runs in that Milwaukee game. If
the wind must be blowing in tonight.
If I had to bet something. 6.5, I don't know, but I would try to move it to 7. A lot of these sites let you take alternate totals now.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at where is that? Is the game?
But yeah, I think that's about it for. Hey, did you guys hear
6.5
about the big boxing match we got coming up in November?
With what's his name from Better?
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul
is fighting Gervonta Davis. It's an exhibition match.
Is it official?
It's an exhibition match. It is official. It's an exhibition match.
Isn't Gervonta got arrested recently? Is he in jail?
I don't know.
How's he going to fight?
He's a damn good fighter, though.
Oh, when his head's on, he's great.
He's one of the best. He's one of the best in the business right now. So I think that's pretty cool of Jake Paul to really step up on the competition. Hopefully they both give it their all, and it's not some bullshit fight.
Oh, that's what it'll be.
That shit pisses
Actually,
me
with
off.
Gervonta, I don't know if Gervonta would allow something that stupid. I think he would go in there try to kick his ass.
I really would love to see Gervonta Davis knock out Jake. Not that I have.
Love it too.
Not that I have anything against
Either,
Jake
but
Paul.
I'd like to see him go down.
Isn't Jake Paul like 40 pounds more than?
I think more.
I
think 60.
Yeah.
I think like 60 to 70 pounds heavier.
I know. That's the only problem there. He can lean all over him like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the NFL this week.
Oh, I went 3-0.
football.
I went 3-0 last week on my.
I got robbed on Monday night, man. They sat on the ball on the 1 yard line with 2 minutes to go. I thought
You had over 40?
Over 40. Thought he was going to punch it in. He took it. The whole crowd in the stadium booed. But
probably a lot of people booing around that over.
Yep. Hey, what are you looking at the quarterbacks this year? If you're looking at a couple guys have come locked in. I think Daniel Jones locked in with the Colts. They made him the starter.
Yeah.
Joey Flacco, the
Joe Flacco.
Joey.
No, Joey.
I call him Joey.
Joe Flacco started for Cleveland. He outdueled. It wasn't even an outduel. Saunders is banged up right now with the oblique, and Gabriel. Both those young kids did extremely well in their starts. But Flacco, very very experienced quarterback. Let's face it, he's been around. He knows the game. So they'll start with him, see what goes on, and then they could always try to bring in those younger backups. But I don't see much of Cleveland this year at all. Do you guys? Like I said, I don't see them.
I don't see much of them in the last 5 years. I haven't seen
that division, and there's so many good teams in the AFC right now that they're going to have a hard time.
What do you think about Aaron Rodgers not even making a start in any preseason game just to get a little motion in?
I think it's smart. The guy's been playing for so long; he doesn't need it.
But he's really not even working on the scrimmages either. So. See what happens on week 1.
Yeah, I think it's smart. Was it Monday night football? Joe Burrow. They played him whenever the Bengals played.
The first half.
He played a lot. I think that was way too much to have him playing. I don't know why they did that, especially with the injury stuff he has. I don't know.
We got to call it New Orleans. They got a little quarterback controversy as well. The Spencer Rattler or Tyler Sue, if that's how you say his name. Those dudes were battling back and forth, man. They came in.
I don't think it matters who quarterbacks. How do you like that?
Well, what about the Giants? You got Russell Wilson, Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart's playing great.
No, they already gave it to Wilson.
Did they already give it to Wilson? I didn't see that in the ticker.
Wilson's was named starting quarterback.
He'll be knocked out after a few weeks.
You know what? Listen, you got to. Obviously, these teams are all going with the more experienced guys over the younger guys, and then eventually you can always bring the younger guys in. You got to test the waters, see what goes on, and then you can always, sometimes it's not good to bring these young guys in so early because, you don't want them to lose, confidence, basically. So you bring the guys that have been around, you let them, handle the business at the beginning, and if they screw it up, then you
I like that. I like that strategy.
Yeah.
But Anthony Richardson, I think people are making a big deal out of this. I don't think if you look at his numbers, he's not that good. He ranks almost at the bottom of every quarterback category for guys that have been playing in the league the last couple of years. He's at the bottom. I'm talking below
48% pass.
Yeah, I'm talking below other bench players. He's like ranked 55th in a lot of these categories.
That's why. I mean, it didn't take much. Daniel Jones, listen, he started. He's more proven. Obviously, he's a lot more snaps than Richardson. I mean, Richardson, granted he got hurt and stuff, but Daniel Jones has played in more opportunities in the NFL than Richardson. So, when you're looking at it even up, you got to give the nod to probably the more experienced quarterback and go that route and see what happens there. And you can always, if you don't see it working, you can try to make the change and bring the other guy in. Hopefully it'll boost his confidence that now he has the shot to come in and play, and he'll try, obviously try to perform at a better level. But anyways, you guys got any picks before we go? Because we've been on here quite a bit. Just going to wrap it up soon.
We're talking about stuff in football. What's going on with the Dallas Cowboys and Michael Parsons? They're going to trade him and put him to Green Bay or someplace?
I hope he comes to New England, man.
New England or Green Bay? I would say Green Bay and New England could get him.
Yeah, I love him to come. I can't understand that whole thing, man. That's like, wow. That's like a mind blower that a talent like this, and they can't figure out a way how to make it happen. And it's getting it's getting real nasty now. I
have a theory. They have that big show that just came out on Netflix, the Cowboys, a whole series about them.
What's your theory, Ted?
Maybe they're doing all this just to get eyeballs on that show, just to promote that show. Because it doesn't make sense. Because Micah Parsons agreed they had a verbal agreement on these numbers and everything, and he just decided he wanted to change it. That's what has Jerry Jones so pissed off. They had a verbal agreement, and Micah Parsons kind of backed out on it. But to answer your question, TK, I actually like the Giants again. I played them last week. I think their depth the Giants are looking really good. We'll see if that lasts through the regular season. But Jackson Dart, man, whoo, boy. Jackson Dart. At first, I thought Shadur Sanders was the best looking rookie quarterback. Jackson Dart. I mean, I think Cam Ward's going to be good, but Jackson Dart looks really good.
Yeah, he is. He looks like he has some future hopes in the NFL. But again, Russell Wilson, a proven quarterback, Super Bowl winner. Strong.
Oh no, they're not going to start him.
Played in clutch games. I mean, it's hard to overjump him.
But I'm just talking about in this game, Jackson Dart's going to get a lot of playing time.
Oh, definitely.
He's going to make some splashes.
Yeah, if I had to play one preseason football game this week, I'd probably go take the Jets, lay the 2 points over the Eagles. I'm not a big Eagle fan anyways, but that's not why I'm going on there. I mean, hosting the series, 8-2 their last 10 in the preseason. A lot of trends leaning toward the Jets. So if I had to jump on a preseason football game this weekend, I would jump on the Jets minus the 2 over the Eagles.
What about the Battle of Florida, Jacksonville and the Dolphins? You don't like anything in that game?
I was just looking at the numbers on it one.
I mean, do you know? You don't know.
I'd probably go with the Dolphins. Are they going to start Tua? They're going to make him start? I think
Miami. You're throwing darts.
I'm just looking at all the stats. I got all of them in my sspreadsheet right here. Miami 5-1-1 against the spread their last 7, 6-8-2 against the spread. That's 8 at home in preseason, 5-1 with revenge at home in preseason.
Right.
A lot of trends favoring them on that one.
You actually use trends for preseason.
That's the way you got to go. Trends in preseason. Money. You got to go look at the.
But they're different coaches over there.
You got to.
I
look at
looking at
coaching stats.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Coaches. I like looking at coaches.
Yeah,
there's certain coaches. There's certain coaches that just do better in preseason.
I'm not playing a ton of preseason games.
Yeah, there's certain coaches that do better in preseason than others. I actually like the Dolphins in this one.
Do you?
They should be there. What are they favored by? They got to be favored.
2.5.
2.5.
I'm showing 3.
3.
Yeah,
3.
It's 3. Yeah, you're right. 3 on most sites.
We got the football there. But, Teddy, the big question today, who's going to win the golf this week? I got to ask him.
You're
going to drive this guy crazy. You're going to drive him crazy.
We're not done with football, brother.
I didn't know you guys were on. I know you were picking a little preseason football.
Go ahead, though. Answer his question. He wants.
Oh,
He's
Scotty.
dying to know.
Scotty Scheffler.
I've been waiting all week.
Scotty Scheffler.
I don't know how we went for
I'm going
preseason
with
football and
I
golf.
thought you were done with preseason football.
I'm going with the favorite. Did you see what he did last week? Oh, he had a chip in.
82 foot.
He had a chip in from
82 feet.
I mean, it was
unbelievable.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
And he was close. They were like one stroke apart, and it sealed the deal, man.
I was telling T yesterday when we were on live, Scotty Scheffler's up here. The rest of them are right down here.
Yeah.
He's just that much better. He's the Tiger Woods and Jack Nicklaus of this class of golf right now.
Yeah.
He's just a step above everyone.
He's inevitable. He's undeniable.
It's for him to win or lose these tournaments. I mean, it's not like anyone's better than him.
I'm pulling up the line right now. I'm really curious.
He just has
to see
a complete game. Driving, short game, the putting. I mean,
the putting is his biggest issue, and when that's hot, listen to these lines. This is crazy for a golf tournament. Scotty Scheffler is plus 165.
It's the lowest number since Tiger Woods.
And then the next guy is plus 800, Rory McIlroy.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I mean, how do you even bet that? I couldn't even bet it.
No.
I mean, I think he's going to win, but there's no value.
It's like you're betting into a bad number.
Yeah.
The pricing on this guy has been adjusted because his talent level is so much higher, like I said, than the rest of them, that you're not going to get any value with this guy.
No value.
You'll never get value with this guy.
No value.
Unless he goes cold for a while, and then you could catch him when he pops a big surprise, which does happen in golf, where these guys are on sky high, they're all the way up here, and then they can level off for a while, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you could catch him like at a big price, like at a big tournament, like a British Open or a Masters or U.S. Open, whatever the case may be in golf. And we got a big tennis tournament coming up too, with the U.S. Open in New York. Looks like the two boys are going to be going at it, Sinner and Alcaraz again.
That's what I said about tennis. It's always the same guys.
You saw what happened the other day at the Cincinnati final. Alcaraz, Sinner had to withdraw. He was there was the championship match. They went all the way again, those two to the end, and Alcaraz was up 5-0, and Sinner retired due to an injury. But these guys just keep going back and forth, exchanging championships. French Open, Wimbledon, this tournament. I mean, it's just those two guys are like heads above. There's other guys that are very good, but these two guys just seem to be taking it to a whole different level in tennis right now. So check out the U.S. Open. That's going to be exciting. The women's division and the men's, and it kicks off in New York, I believe, in the next couple of days. It's going to run all the way through, was it Labor Day weekend?
I was looking at Labor Day weekend, U.S. Open.
Yeah, I'm thinking of trying to go to that. But unfortunately, with the football season and everything else, it's very hard to travel, especially trying to take care of your clients, and being out of town is not the easiest thing in the world. Have you ever tried that, where you're out of town during a football weekend and you're trying to, have a good time and maintain all your players? It's brutal.
I have.
Not easy.
In December, I've done it a couple times right around Christmas when the family wanted to go away for a little Christmas holiday, like week before Christmas, stuff like that.
Yep.
I've done it. It's
not easy,
challenging.
right?
I got to wake up real early.
Yeah, like last week I was in Vegas. I mean, and we were on a heater. I mean, with the baseball games, and guys are blowing me up. I'm at this conference. I'm out trying to network and meet people and dinners, and it's just hard to try to stay on top of everything. Fortunately for me, I mean, I'm experienced enough that I did it, but it's a lot of work, man. It's a lot extra than being home in your office where you're really focused on.
Vegas messes
right?
you up. Yeah, Vegas messes you up when you're out there. Get up early.
Even you in Italy.
Yeah, well, that was different. 6 hours ahead. That was great. I mean, I was done in the afternoon time, man. The games didn't start till 11, 12 o'clock at night, so I was sleeping when the games are going on.
Yeah.
So can we give a quick recap before we call it a day on the NFL preseason this week? And who would you say you like?
Yeah, so I like who do I like? You asked who we like in the Dolphins-Jags game. I like the Dolphins, but I like the Giants in this matchup. It's actually tomorrow night. The line opened up at 3.5. It's moved to 6.5 now.
Who do you like? I'm sorry.
The Giants. I would move it down. I would move it down to 6. I'd play it at 6 from 6.5. Like I said, their depth is good. Jackson Dart looks fantastic. He put up multiple touchdowns last week, and I think he's going to do the same this week. People are making a big deal about these Patriots. I'm not really sure.
They're a big dog in this game. I guess they're resting everybody or something, because they're this week I'm looking right now. I think they're like a 6.5 point.
Yeah, it moved from
37.
It moved from 2 2.5, 3 to 6.
Yeah.
6.5.
Yeah, I'm more focused on this college football game, guys. I think the best bet for me, to be honest with you, instead of chasing preseason, that right now, you don't really know what's going to take place with those games as far as who's in, who's out, and stuff like that. How long they're going to keep them in. I think there's one more week of preseason left, right?
One more, week 4.
Yeah. So I would focus on that play on Iowa State in college football. That's the game I would definitely recommend playing on. These other games, to be honest, just not feeling strong about them at this point in time. But obviously, as they get closer in the next day or so, we might have a different change of opinion there. But I like that play, like I said, on Iowa State college football Saturday.
It's funny you
That's
say
about it.
that because I love my favorite play is Kansas State.
Hey, I'm with Teddy. Teddy, we got the first winner of the season. Me
There
and
we
you
go.
coming on Saturday. Kansas State. I'll lay the
Let's
2.5.
see who's going to have the first college football winner
Well, we could
of
actually
the
both
season.
win it. Scott's buying it up to 4
Yeah.
points. We're getting 2.5.
2.5, 3.
We win by a field goal. We're all happy.
Yeah.
All right, listen, we got a long season, guys. Let's not worry about one game.
Oh, he's already backing. He's already backing
no,
out.
I'm just saying.
Hey, when do we start our board of winners?
We
and
gotta
stuff?
get that. We
We'll
gotta
start
get-
that regular season.
When are we going to Vegas to enter that
got-
betting? What is it called?
It's got to go before the first week of the season. I got somebody out there that can enter it for me, but we should make a trip. That's before the first week of
Yeah, but what do they
NFL.
call that? What is that
The
competition?
suicide one at the Serica
Oh,
or the
that's
one
it.
at the
That's
Westgate?
The Superbook,
the
Westgate
Superbook, yeah.
Superbook.
Yeah, we should get into that.
The one at the Serica is
keep
nice.
Posted on here every week.
The one at the Serica is nice. The suicide pool. If you want to get into the suicide, let me know. We get all 3 of us in that suicide pool.
OPP has one more question for you guys before you guys go. Mets or Washington?
Wow, it's kind of no-brainer.
OPP, you seem like you want to have action, brother. I don't know. We're not really action guys, but maybe they have an opinion on it.
In the Mets game,
I mean, OPP.
I can't bet against the Mets right
Think
now.
it's
Like I
pitching
said,
today.
They're minus 180. What do you see?
Yeah.
OPP, I would just leave the game. I mean, obviously, I think the Mets are going to win that game, but they're minus 180.
bet the Athletics, OPP.
The value's not there.
Bet the Athletics. Forget chasing after a 180 favorite.
I don't like to go really above
do you
150.
Guys, do you really need us to give you like a 180 or a 200 favorite in baseball?
No.
Seriously.
But they think they do. And that's nothing against you, OPP. But a lot of people, what I've noticed, instead of people looking for plays, they're looking for reassurance. They want to know that minus 200 is going to win. That's not what we're here for.
Colorado showed it. They won 4 games in a row plus 200.
There you
so.
go.
Just beat the Dodgers, didn't they, the other night at 300 plus 280? The Dodgers
big
really-
dog barking those 4 straight games.
I mean, it happens once in a while. Listen, at the end of the day, there's better value out there. You don't need to be playing 180s. If you play 180s all year long, you're not making any money. You're not going to win enough games to make money because when they lose, which they're probably going to lose about 55% of the time, or 60%. Actually, they'll win 45% or 40 or 45%.
Well, even if they win
180
50-50.
juice, you're not making money.
Even if they win 55% of the time, you're not making money.
No.
At 180 juice, you have to
60%.
win. At 180 juice, you have to win about the
60.
break even is about 64. So yeah, you got to be at 65, 66, 70%, 75%. You have to be at really to make money, you got to be above 70% if you're playing 180s.
Yeah, it's just not worth it, guys. Think about it. At the end of the day, look for value out there. Look for live dogs. Look for small favorites. Look for teams that you're seeing are starting to gel a little bit better. There's teams you see that are falling apart. I mean, if you think that, they're worth jumping on, I don't know. You're betting into a team that's not playing at their highest level at this point in time. I would be looking for games where you see a team that's at least, staying in games, fighting, challenging, winning, at a decent win percentage over, a 10-game or a 15-game run. Don't chase these teams with bad records and things like that are playing sloppy and are winning one and losing one and try to catch them because it's going to be tough. You're going into a money machine with the wind blowing 150 miles an hour and trying to grab single-dollar bills. Yeah, you'll get a couple, but at the end of the day, you're not going to get many of them. So stay out of it.
Did you see any of those machines in Vegas while you were there?
I
had one in my room.
Zach's back,
Except the
but
problem was it was my money. And
every time I saw Zach's Instagram, I seen him hitting a slot machine out there. He must have had a hell of a run out there in the slots.
Yeah, he's beautiful. He won't give any credit to me, by the way. Every time I came near him, he won. When he
didn't
hit
give you
that 1300,
20%?
no bullshit. When I walked over to him, the first spin as he was spinning it, that's when he hit the 1300.
He gave you 20%.
No, he wouldn't give me 20% of shit.
I can tell you what, next week, like you said, it's my 1-year anniversary on the show. You know how we're going to celebrate our win with Kansas State over Ohio State? I'm bringing you a Guinness and a shot of Jameson.
There we go.
We're going to celebrate the one rappers with our first win of the year with Kansas State.
You guys are making too much emphasis on it.
I like the game, man. I like Kansas State.
One game.
Yeah, but it's the first game of the season.
Let's see how we
Kansas
go.
State.
One game. You could pick one game right now for tonight. I like the Athletics.
I like the Brew Crew tonight.
I don't like them. I know you don't.
I like the Dodgers team total over. I love that tonight.
All right.
I love
there
it.
you
How
go.
about Ohtani hit a home run tonight?
Oh, by the way, did you hear Ohtani? Story I got from my friend. I'm not going to mention names, but they're interviewing the bookmaker today, right now as we talk. They're interviewing the bookmaker that took the bets from Ohtani's interpreter. He's starting to come out now. He's going to start going on CNN and ESPN, so they're doing a quiet interview with him today. Not that I don't know what they're going to get out of the guy, because Ohtani doesn't even speak English, so they can't say it was Ohtani on the phone, number one. I don't even know if why would the book even know, who the hell it was.
Phil Mickelson's bookie as well? I think it's a Phil Mickelson's book.
I don't know.
Was he?
I'm not sure, but I heard something like that.
It's a big book supposedly out of L.A., and he was the guy that was taking the bets for the interpreter of Ohtani, and they're having an interview with him, which is supposedly coming out in a couple of days. And then this guy's going to do some kind of big circuit where he's going on all these national shows talking about. But I don't know what you're going to get out of it at the end of the day. What are you going to find out? I mean, it's good content, I get it, but it's not like he knows Ohtani, you know what I mean? Like Ohtani didn't, hey, this is our show.
It's going to get clicks. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Hey, this is Shohei. I want to put 20,000 on so-and-so.
He's probably betting online anyways, but as long as he can get him on his phone, he's good to go.
Yeah. I don't know. I think.
But what happened to those baseball players? You don't hear much about that anymore either, the basketball guys.
They're under suspension till the end of August. They're probably talking about announcing some of their findings closer to the end of the season. I think they want to wait till the season's over.
Yeah. All right, guys, we got to wrap it. It was I'm glad I'm back, man. I'm jacked up. Glad to be next to my boys. They make me feel me feel very comfortable here doing this show each and every week with them. We enjoy it because, like I said, this is we come together, we collaborate, and we do our own thing at the end of the day. Teddy does his thing, TK does his, I do mine. But we work together, trying to keep things out there so we can help you guys, give you as much opinions as possible and try to put you guys on the winning side of these games. And check us all out. I'm going to start with Teddy. Teddy, where can the people find you out there in the world, the social media, and get you good stuff each and every day?
You could find us at _profits_pick. We're posting all kinds of news and funny stuff and picks.
You going funny now?
We're doing funny now, too. People love funny. Gets us a lot of views.
Cool.
So we're putting some funny stuff on there now. We got the broadcast channel there on fire right now. And then you can go to the website, thesportsprofits.com.
All right, here he is. Are you tired or you're not?
I
didn't work you today.
I can get up early every day, man. That time zone still got me up. But they dropped the goat over there.
He's good.
TK, where can the people find you out there on social media? Get you all your good stuff that you're putting out to help them get that winning edge.
Well, the best place to find me is just go to my Instagram at TKWins, and you can follow the links right to my website. I got some great specials going for this year's full season pass for the football all the way through the Super Bowl. So check me out there at TKWins. You can find me right there on Instagram. Get a lot of stories, put up a lot of content as well. So check it out there.
Blue check mark. Blue check mark, Teddy, right?
Look for if you don't see I got another faker this morning I found out about. So
blue check
if you don't see that blue check mark, lay off.
That's it. All right, guys. I'm Scott Matthews. Love doing the show. Get the Edge Sports Podcast right here, going live each and every week on YouTube. That's our channel. Subscribe, click, like us, join us. Whatever you got to do. Tell a friend. Tell two friends. Tell two friends who will tell two more friends. And you can find all our shows on either Apple, Spotify, or right here on YouTube. Again, it's called Get the Edge Sports Podcast. And we're here each and every week, 2 o'clock Eastern Time on Wednesdays. That's going to be our new spot. Well, it's been our spot. Obviously, with the football season, we'll be here on each and every Wednesday, 2 p.m. live Eastern Time. And you can find me on Instagram, real simple, blue check mark only, because I'm getting a lot of, same thing like Teddy, a lot of fakers out there trying to steal our players and say they're us and do crazy stuff to get money out of you, and it's not us. So make sure it's the blue check mark, SM Sports Picks here on Instagram. join our broadcast channel. It's absolutely free each and every day. I'm dropping an extra play or two in there. And again, we rate them anywhere from 2 to 5 units. Just follow the instructions. It's real simple. And again, it's all free. Just join the broadcast channel. We will be back here next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time with our next version, college football. Getting ready, guys? You ready?
I'm ready. We're going to get Ben to work next week. We got to send him our games to put on the ticker below like we did last year.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be ready. All right, Ben, you got some work ahead of you. Guys, have a great day, and we'll see you back here next Wednesday at 2 o'clock live.
All right.
Ba-boom. Ba-boom.
I forgot about they're going to send the list of games next week.
All right. A little choppy.